afortunadamente después, o sea, ya no me pudieron emplear ahí. Me tuve que salir, pero después me volví a emplear otra vez y afortunadamente ahorita estoy otra vez ahí, estoy todavía en los trámites de papeles. Pero eso fue para mí un golpe muy fuerte porque ya teníamos 4 años avanzados y pensando que ya se iba a solucionar y de repente se nos vino todo abajo, pues. Y eso para mí fue algo muy fuerte también para mí.
Pues en la situación que me encontré fue cuando me dijeron que mi hijo tenía autismo y que yo no sabía qué era eso. Y lo que ellos me daban, la información que me daban era en inglés y yo no sabía nada. Y como yo no sabía, dejé pasar 2 años a mi hijo con ese, sin saber. Hasta que por medio de la escuela, la trabajadora social me dijo que mi hijo estaba haciendo cosas inadecuadas en la escuela y que podía tener problemas, que tenía que ir a un grupo de apoyo. Y fue ahí cuando tuve que ir con un psicólogo a que me dijera que era autismo y qué tenía que hacer. Y fue cuando empecé a tener conocimiento de eso, porque él me lo dijo en español.
Alberto and his wife Olga are immigrants. Because they could not understand or speak English, they could not deal with critical situations at work or regarding health issues. They need to learn English so that they can improve their lives in the United States.
Since 2004, the Wells Model English Language Outreach Program at Gethsemane Lutheran Church in Milwaukee has addressed this need for Alberto, Olga, and many other immigrants through a volunteer-based English conversation outreach program. A program that brings many newcomers onto a church's premises and into contact with many caring Christians. In this DVD, you will see Christians like you who reach across cultures to help and befriend immigrants by being their conversation partners. If in your church's neighborhood there are also people like Alberto and Olga who need help right now in their lives, this is a window of opportunity that God has given you to put your faith into action.
Well, prior to 2003, there wasn't any outreach to Latinos. I would say at that time about 1/3 of the families in our neighborhood were Spanish-speaking people. It started with a seminary student named Chad Walta and a good friend of his, Dale Lane, who's one of our teachers now, who started a once-a-week conversation night. And we had 3, I think, modules. Anywhere from, we started out with 4 people, 7 people, 18 people. And then that year of 2003, Beth came to our congregation with the proposition that the Synod could start a model ESL program here. And it was a blessing. In fact, I was intrigued with the idea of trying to reach people of a different language, especially the adults. Our church body is known for its strong Christian education. In fact, that was the outreach efforts of our congregation for decades through our school. Reach the children, get mom and dad. This, of course, was a program to target the adults with a need that they had for learning English. And it was successful. I think I've heard somewhere that over 500 Spanish-speaking people have come through the doors to the congregation in the last 3+ years.
To show the community that it intends to stay in its changing neighborhood and that it is serious about outreach to immigrants, Gethsemane remodeled a cold, drafty fellowship hall into a comfortable, climate-controlled adult education classroom. Students and tutors start arriving at 6 o'clock. As they arrive, they pick up their name tags, materials, find their places, and look over their papers. While waiting for their assigned conversation partners, those who have already arrived chat with each other and catch up on each other's news. Class begins as soon as students sit at their tables with their tutors. Besides working on material in preparation for the main lesson, students improve their English conversation skills.
Second class? Okay.
For some, This is their only chance all week to talk socially with fluent English speakers.
I think it's very difficult.
Most of the time it's
English is really, yes.
Yeah, because the words is different.
We have 2 classrooms, one for beginning and intermediate students, and one for advanced students. Our first consideration in placement is the first language background of our students. How many years did they go to school? How well are they able to read and write in their first language? Then we assess their English-speaking abilities. We place them in groups according to their first language skills and their English-speaking skills. Students who can speak to us easily in English with no wait time and who have a good literacy foundation in their first language are placed in the advanced class.
Conversions?
So you have like 10 different parties.
But
Wow.
Dale Lane was the organizer of Gethsemane's first English language outreach program. When I came in with the Synod's model program, Dale became the teacher for our advanced class.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
He is a volunteer, and he teaches 3 times a week.
Yo he tenido amigos o familiares que han ido a otras escuelas, ¿verdad? Y yo veo que tienen 1 año, 2 años y la mera verdad, o sea, no veo que avancen, o sea, no veo el desarrollo que avancen, ¿verdad? Entonces, porque como él dijo hace un rato, se me hace un poco más difícil porque en una escuela son 25 o 30 alumnos para un maestro. Entonces, aquí como tenemos un maestro para 2 personas o para 1 a veces o 3. Y la verdad para mí es uno de los mejores programas.
For example, I call. Does that make sense?
I don't know Spanish, but I don't know English. So first of all, this picture is showing you have to be 18 years old to vote, right, and to be a citizen.
In a volunteer-based outreach program, students feel less embarrassed to make mistakes. More interaction takes place, and that is what immigrants need to acquire speaking proficiency. It cannot be stressed enough. It is the volunteers who make this program so effective.
I enjoy it very much. These guys are marvelous. It was like when my grandfather came over from Germany. Of course, he came into a German community and they could speak German with everybody else, but they still had to learn English somewhere along the line to become citizens. And these folks here, if they want to become a citizen, have to learn English. If I can be a little bit of a part of that, it pleases me.
While adults are learning English, their children, ages 4 and older, are with Jenny Boudin, the children's program coordinator, and other tutors. The older children do their homework while the younger children work on reading preparation.
Do those 2 match? No. No. All right, flip them back over. My turn.
Hello. How are you? Fine. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm very well. Okay, what day of the week is it today? Today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Okay. How do we spell Tuesday? T-U-S. T-U-S? No. T-U-E, okay. S-D-A-Y. Good, okay. And then what is the date? November 7th. Okay, how do you spell November?
N-O-M-B.
B?
B.
B, okay. V, okay.
E-N.
Or B?
B.
B? Good.
The main lesson starts at 6:30. Every evening, Beth introduces the volunteers. A major goal of the Wells Model Program is to train future program directors for churches and missions. Many of the tutors are college students from Wisconsin Lutheran College. Wisconsin Lutheran Seminary students also volunteer. Their experience at Gethsemane will help them start volunteer-based adult outreach programs in their own congregations.
This church started off as a church to immigrants, and it wants to be a church to immigrants again. And volunteers means they don't get any money. Okay, so they are all here because they love Jesus and they want to show that love for you as well.
There is no religion on the lesson plan. However, students and volunteers are invited to Spanish language services and family Bible studies.
You are never to feel obligated to come to our services. But if you are looking for a new church family, we hope you will try our church.
As a member of Gethsemane, I feel very good about the fact that people of a different culture feel welcome and comfortable coming to our church. And from just the few services that I have attended, I feel that there's just a very nice warmth about the whole service, and the people are just very genuine.
We've also had students who have come with their family problems, with spiritual problems, and we've been able to refer them to our Spanish-speaking pastors. And this, I don't believe, would be possible if we hadn't started this program to build the relationships. You know, we know from scriptures that Jesus would often go to adults with their physical needs to establish a relationship so that then he could share with them the wonderful gospel. And that's our continuing hope through this program.
Evaluation forms that students and tutors fill out every evening provide invaluable information that helps us in placing students with tutors and developing the curriculum.
To help the students learn the phrases that will help them in situations where they need to ask for clarification, Beth leads the group in a clarification chat.
This really does get it into our brain, okay? You need to use these words, these sentences outside of class. So by clapping it, you're going to remember better, okay? So let's have everyone clapping and making sure that we get this rhythm on here. And we will hear which side is really energetic, okay? So, are you ready? Okay. Would you repeat that, please? Would you repeat that, please? I don't understand, I don't understand. Would you repeat that, please? Would you speak a little more slowly? Would you speak a little more slowly? Please speak a little more slowly. Please speak a little more slowly. I don't understand, I don't understand. Please speak a little more slowly. What did you say? What did you say? Would you repeat that, please? I can't understand what you said. I'm sorry. Would you repeat that, please? Please speak more slowly. Please speak more slowly. Please speak more slowly. Excellent. You did a great job. Give yourselves a hand. Yes. Very good. Okay.
To set up the language learning tasks for the small groups, Beth gives instructions to the tutors about the work they will be doing with their students.
First of all, I want to demonstrate how you work backwards. When would you like to pick this up? Okay, students, repeat after me. Up. Pick this up.
Pick this up.
When would you like?
When would you like?
Would you?
Would you?
Would you, would you, would you?
Would you, would you, would you?
When would you like to pick this up?
When would you like to pick this up?
Pick this up.
Pick this up.
When would you like to pick this up?
When would you like to pick this up?
This is important, tutors, because when you start at the end of the sentence and you work backwards, it's easier for the students to remember it. So that's how I would like you to practice with them.
Beth and Elizabeth demonstrate a role play of a phone conversation between a pharmacist and her customer.
I'm the pharmacist and she is the customer. Okay? TrueMed's Pharmacy.
Good morning. I would like to refill a prescription.
May I have your name and date of birth, please?
Nancy LaBelle, 5/13/1967.
Please spell your name.
Nancylla, capital B-E-L-L-E.
May I have the prescription number, please?
How do I find it on the bottle?
The number has an RX in front of it.
Okay, here it is. 1466444.
Thank you. You now have one refill remaining. When would you like to pick this up?
Is it possible to pick it up in an hour?
Yes, I'll have it ready.
Thank you very much.
Give them the polite language that they need for these situations so that tomorrow, if they have to phone in a prescription or they need to get a refill, they can do it.
After the main lesson, tutors and students start working on different activities. The only way the students will learn to speak English more fluently is if they interact for long periods of time with caring, patient conversation partners.
Also being able to witness my faith, just with having patience and just showing care and love and tutoring is just an awesome way to be able to show that you really care about these people and show your faith and love for Christ. If you come here and you tutor, you have this great opportunity to help these immigrants learn English, to have an easier time in daily life.
Good, very good.
Because it doesn't matter if you know hola and nothing else, or if you're a fluent Spanish speaker, it doesn't matter. Because all you're doing is explaining and having patience and showing your love for Christ through your tutoring and explaining the pronunciation of a word. The students just want to be able to learn from you.
She's my best friend. You who listen to me and comfort.
Through learning and teaching English, the immigrants and tutors learn about each other's countries and cultures.
This picture is my future friend.
That jet carries in book says has that desk. In book make is hingun haras in book when a person para waripen in book jet says has pitch piris.
Here, Aniqua explains that Spanish is not his first language.
It's language.
Students and tutors learn to see each other as individuals. Cultural stereotypes fade as friendships develop.
Hi. Good, you came. So glad to see you.
On visitors' night, students and tutors bring their families and friends.
Okay, hi.
Students will read compositions that they have written for this program. Special guests have been invited. The evening starts out the same as any other class. Students are placed with tutors so that they can practice their compositions several times before reading them aloud to the audience. Students want to be coached in correct pronunciation every evening, but this evening they work especially hard to get it right. After Dale, the advanced class and the children join the group. Beth starts the program.
Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. A reminder to the students that you don't have to read your composition if you don't want to. But of course, if tonight is your night to push yourself over the mountain and to feel really good about speaking and reading in English, then you can read them in both languages.
Several students read their compositions in English.
The reality was that it was very difficult to work in a culture with another language, a language in which I didn't understand anything they wanted to say me or I wanted to say. Thanks to this program, I have been able to express myself much better and I comprehend everything around me. To the people that support this program, I'm happy to say thank you very much for offering this help. The teachers, likewise, that give their time and consideration, thank you very much.
I have a little hero. He is my youngest son. Since he was born, he has struggled with life and half of his surroundings. My son is a special boy. He was born with physical difficulties. He always shown love, joy, and passion for life and to do everything he can. He is my hero because when I am sad or feel helpless, I look at him and I forget it all.
My name is Olga. My hero is my son Alberto because he has autism, and despite his symptoms, he has learned to speak English and Spanish. And my wish is that someday I might go to the autism conference without an interpreter.
At the end of the program, students who have had perfect attendance receive certificates. Volunteers are thanked for giving their time and showing Christian love. Two students will be returning to Mexico. Pastor Valesky says a prayer of thanks for the time they spent in the program and a request that the Lord bless them and keep them safe on their way home. At this event, students have shown their tutors, families, fellow students, and friends what they have accomplished in the program. The tutors have seen that they have truly made a difference in their students' lives. Now it is time for fellowship and feasting. One of the best ways to learn about each other's cultures is to share food. During the program, Gethsemane members and volunteers set out the dishes that tutors and students had brought.
After spending weeks together as conversation partners, socializing and eating together comes naturally. There is no embarrassment about language mistakes, no hesitation to reach across cultures to get to know each other better as individuals. For those who are looking for a new church family, coming to a service or Bible class is a natural next step. They will feel at home because they will see people they know well. They will see their friends. This program is like a big family for the students. In small groups, they respond to the kindness of their tutors and lose their fear of speaking English and making mistakes. This experience changes them. They become more confident. They realize that they are fulfilling a dream, learning to read, write, and speak in English. They leave our class with the confidence to take risk and communicate in English with others in the community. The tutors change as well. They are touched by the gratitude and trust of their students. When they compare their lives to their students' lives, they realize how richly they have been blessed and that they have much to give to those who are trying to make a new life in the United States. Their worlds become larger, but most importantly, they become friends with their students. They hope to see them in heaven someday. We hope that this DVD has inspired you. You also can show Christian love by being a tutor to the new people in your community.
Well, I became very interested in learning Spanish myself. So I'm currently enrolled in a Spanish class, and I try to go to as many Spanish services as I possibly can. They are offered now on Sunday mornings at Gethsemane, so I try to attend as many, and I love singing the hymns in Spanish. I just love it.
No tengo menos miedo de preguntar cualquier cosa con las personas americanas o eso. Me desenvuelvo un poco más hablando inglés y la verdad sí ha cambiado mi vida, o sea, está cambiando y la mera verdad no pienso dejar de estudiar hasta que logre escribirlo, leerlo y o sea, pues, hablarlo, ¿verdad?
I speak more than I was before. You speak a lot more now than you.
And I understand more because I don't know, but this program is totally better than the others. They always pushing you, like go ahead, and go for your dreams.
Como la que viene aquí a ayudar, a apoyarnos, a enseñarnos a hablar el inglés, porque eso nos está dando la oportunidad de tener comunicación con ellos. Y pienso que por medio de eso nos podemos conocer más y nos pueden conocer, tratar y darse cuenta que no somos personas que les venimos a quitar algo, sino que también venimos a trabajar, y pienso que pues podemos hacer algo más grande todos juntos.
But I do feel that being involved with this group sets us up where we're rubbing elbows, and when the pastors have a chance, or there are people that have questions, then it's set up, they can follow through on it. If I can be a little bit of a part to help set that up, great. I hope that the Lord blesses this effort and continues it.
I would say just, I don't know, I don't have the words to say thank you.